Ohio's Water Clean is a team effort, and the state's H2Ohio program is working with farmers across the state to prevent harmful runoff. And this year, the deadline for farmers to sign up for the incentive program has been extended. I recently sat down with the director of the Ohio Department of Agriculture, Brian Baldridge, to talk about the program.
H2Ohio is a water quality program set up to work on the issues of algae blooms and so forth in Lake Erie. It's an initiative from Governor DeWine. It's put in place in a General Assembly in 2019. So we're rolling into about year 5 now. And so yeah, it's a great program working with the ag community as incentivized and making sure that we're doing best practices in the ag community, which we are, but making sure that everything is in place to monitor how much nutrient is going into the ground, how much nutrient is needed for that plant uptake to produce that high yield, and then making sure that no runoff is going into our waterways.
Because we know here in Toledo, we had our water crisis almost a decade ago, or a decade ago at this point. And, you know, those algal blooms that form in Lake Erie are caused, or we think they're caused by some of this nutrient runoff, correct?
Sure. And it's multiple areas. You know, it's the agricultural community. We're here to be part of the solution. We know that our municipality water septic systems are part of that solution as well, improving those. Our private septic systems. Everything is, you know, this issue is all of us as Ohioans in this together. So the agricultural community is glad to be part of the solution as we move ahead and making our water quality great.
So you mentioned incentives. There's an incentive program for farmers to get involved. What exactly are these incentives, and how do farmers get signed up for that?
Sure. There's about 4 different programs in place, and the main #1 program is the Voluntary Nutrient Management Plan. And that basically looks at the fields, looks at the soil test, knowing that we're putting on the exact amount of nutrients that is needed, no more, no less, to make sure we have a high yield. But then we go into other things. You know, we talk about the fields that are covered are fields that are safe, and that's cover crops, and we put cover crops on in the winter months to hold that nutrient in place. So those are a couple of the scenarios that go on, and there's other programs that farmers can sign up for. And again, it is an incentivized program. And the neat part about this right now, we have about 1 out of every 3 fields in our 24 counties here in Northwest Ohio. And our goal is to get the 1 out of every 2 fields. And it helps to tell the agricultural story and the good practices that we're putting in place each and every day.
So this has been popular. You're extending the deadline for farmers to get signed up for this. So they've really been taking advantage of it.
Yep, the deadline, it came to the end of the year, and with the interest and the folks that were interested in being in this program, we saw that, hey, it's worthwhile. We need to make sure that we go ahead and extend it into the first part of February to take advantage of everybody who had those questions and interest in this program. And the best way to do that is to connect with your local soil and water divisions, talk with those folks, and get signed up and at least answer those questions if you are interested about it. But we really want to have you signed up so we can tell the agricultural story.
So are these grants, or what exactly?
So this is funded from the General Assembly. So with this being water quality being a priority of Governor DeWine, the legislature in 2019 put funding in place to run these incentivized programs to be able to fund this program. So it is funded through our state government, and it's been very successful, and that's why we're excited about continually signing up more folks to be able to really tell the story of the good work that's being done in agriculture.
It's important.
It is very important. Yeah, we think about it when we wake up in the morning and eat breakfast.
Right, right. And so it does seem like, you know, 5 years in now, making a dent in here.
Yeah.
Successful.
Yeah, and you know, I think it's a struggle. I think there was a hope that the water would be crystal clear in Lake Erie right after this program started. This problem didn't start overnight. We're not going to fix it overnight, but we know the practices that the ag community and our local communities are putting in place set us up for success in the future. The neat part of this for me, coming into this role, I've been in Director of Ag for about a year, but is the collaboration between the Ohio Department of Agriculture, the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, and the Ohio Department of Environmental Services. 3 state agencies working together with a common goal of water quality. It's an amazing program.
Our lake is pretty important, so we're going to take care of it, right?
We're very proud of it, absolutely.
All right, so again, we want these farmers to get in touch with their local soil and water district to learn a little bit more, get signed up. When is the deadline again?
So we're going to go, this time we've extended it, it's going to be February 2nd.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much for being here today.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Yep. And